Hello class, good day. So for today's lesson, we will discuss part 1 of our lesson 1, which is about introduction to computers and information technology. So for our scope, we will discuss specific outcomes, which we will understand what computers are and how they have changed over time. So basically, this is about the topic on definition and evolution of computers. Then we will also learn how information technology or the IT affects our daily lives. So we will discuss the role of IT in the modern society. Then, for the last outcome, we will discuss or identify different types of computers and their uses. So here, we will discuss the topic on the types of computers and their uses. So all in all, we have a duration of 3 hours for this lesson. So first, we will start with defining what is a computer. So, when we say computer, you can think of a device or a smart machine that follows instructions to perform a task. So, basically, we manipulate information or data with the use of the computer. It also has the ability para mag-store, mag-retrieve, mag-process it, data natin or information. So, one example of this is we use a computer to write an essay, or we use a computer to watch a video. So, it's following specific instructions from us users in order to do specific tasks. When it comes to the role of IT in modern society, so let's look at how information technology or IT um, contribute to our daily lives. So, as a student, as a teacher, and as an individual, IT is very important in our daily life. First is, when it comes to communication, we use IT tools every day to communicate. So, you can think about an email, a social media, and apps like WhatsApp. So, we can say that communication is, or IT in communication is very crucial in our daily life. Maskin ka mo, as a student, you are using social media platforms in order to connect with your loved ones, your relatives, your classmates, and also your teachers. Through Facebook Messenger, Instagram, Twitter, we are connecting or communicating with each other. Okay. When it comes to email, we're also using it in order to connect or connect with our clients. So soon, if you have a business or work in a company, so you can encounter or use email as a platform for communication. And WhatsApp is another tool also. It's a another social media channel or app that um, that is or a platform that you can also communicate with your loved ones abroad. Okay. So these tools help us stay in touch with people no matter where they are. So that is the role of IT when it comes to communication. Okay, so let's proceed with healthcare. So when it comes to healthcare, IT helps with things like we have online doctor, which an online doctor visits telemedicine and keeping digital health records. So we have applications that makes our consultation easier kasi hindi na natin kailangan gumastos ng transportation, hindi na natin kailangang pumila to consult a doctor because we have an online doctor that will assist us. Okay, so when it comes to digital health records, so we can track our health records with the use of system that a hospital has. So unlike that, we are keeping our records manually. So there is a tendency nga maduga the aton files or else ma-misplace imaw. But nowadays, since technology is evolving, so we have a systemized application for keeping digital health records. So this makes it easier to manage and track health information. And when it comes to education, actually, IT in education really, or we really appreciate its importance during pandemic days, that from face to face, we shift into blended learning. So, kato, taging nakita natin do importance technology sa education. So it has changed the way we learn. So we have online classes, like we utilize Google Classroom for uploading lectures and submission of your tasks or activities. Then also we utilize Google Meet as our virtual classroom that we can do online discussions. Okay. So, online platforms like Khan Academy, I don't know if you're familiar this one, and then the Coursera. So, these are platforms in the web. So, daya imagine class. So, they offer courses or subjects that you can take online, and also you can take quizzes, uh, read lectures here, and at the end of the lesson or the subject, you can gain a certificate that you have completed their course. So it's an open source community. So if you want to learn courses that is outside in the school, so there are also platforms like Khan Academy and Coursera that gives you opportunity to learn additional information or knowledge about the field of your choice. So, si Coursera, dahil mostly na nakipag-partner sanda sa Google para mag-offer sanda mga courses nga later on pwede mo magamit mostly it mga IT students. So just like if you could take Google Analytics or Google Project Management, so at the end of this course meron silang binibigyan na certificate that you have finished this course, and magagamit nyo rin yan if you want to apply for a job related to this courses. Okay. So, yung advantage pa niyan, it let you take courses and access learning materials from anywhere. So, maskin sa bagay ikaw or maskin si ikaw, pwede mo ma-access as long as you have internet connection. Okay. For businesses, IT is crucial for businesses too. So why? There are tools like customer relationship management or the CRM. So it is a system that help companies manage their customers. So there are many examples of CRM that companies subscribe in order to just like Soho, in order to manage their customers or their clients. So it builds a lasting relationship with your customer and your target audience. Then for e-commerce also, there are platforms like Lazada, Shopee, Shein, so many e-commerce platforms that let businesses sell products online. So if meron kang physical store, you can also sell your products online. So kumbaga para sa Shopee nga, you can create a shop and sell your products there. So it is another way para ma-boost do ato nga sales as a entrepreneur. So may mga daya nga innovation sa technology which help us earn money and also which help us makes our business or transactions easier. So those are the role of IT in modern society. So first, when it comes to communication, healthcare, and education, and the last one is it is important for business. Then let's proceed with how computers have evolved. So before we proceed with those portable computers that we have today, so we must have an idea first about how computer starts or how it evolves. So it says here that computers have evolved from room-size machines to portable devices. So when we say room size, so ibig sabihin, dati nga mga computer I can say that pwede mo nga maging or kasing bahuit ato nga classroom. So in that way, katay mo nag-start, then makara we have portable devices, which is one example of that is our mobile phones. So masinsiin kita mag-agto, pwede natin imong madaga. So this journey has seen many groundbreaking innovations over centuries. So first is we will start with Abacus. So the Abacus, originating in ancient Mesopotamia, it is one of the earliest computing devices. It is used beads on rods, so tawag doya beads imaw doon, for basic arithmetic calculations. So nowadays, Abacus is still exist, but you can see this one sa or mostly sa mga nursery or like kinder grade 1. So diya do ginagamit nanda para kantiguhan do aton nga mga little brother or sister sa pag-count it numbers. So they use this one for arithmetic calculations. And it is also the first computing device nga nag-evolve. So when we say computer, from the word compute, ibig sabihin doon na gid karon nga pinaka-purpose is mag-compute or mag-calculate. But later on, as it develops over time, so karon lang gid nga gimutanan dat pang entertainment yon, may abuon kita nga pwede maobra, like we can go to social media platforms, may mga games yun kita, but ando ano kita karon nga pinaka-purpose class for computation imaw. So for the first generation of computers, it starts with vacuum tubes. Vacuum tubes is haron imaw ho. So these tubes is inserted in a computer machine, which is diyan to gapagana sa aton nga computer. Kaya mahambon naton nga tag mga dati nga computer mabahugin man imaw ag mabugat kasi nga ni dahil pa lang sa mga vacuum tubes naton nga ra na utilize sa ginanda or na occupy ka ginanda ro space it aton nga machine. Okay, so the first nga machine under sa vacuum tube nga generation is ENIAC or Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. And another one is EDVAC, which is Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer. So, tagdayang nga daywa is kung ano natin sandahay ito, andang nga size karon hay sang kabuo nga classroom or mas mabaho pa siguro. And then, it weighs 10 tons, so which is super bugat imaw. So, doon na nga usage dati hay limited lang imaw to solving one problem at a time, and it use also punch cards and paper tape. So, daya imaw sa illustration. So, daya the example it ENIAC and EDVAC. For the second generation, it converts into transistors. So, from vacuum tubes, na-replace mo ay transistors. So, ano to itsura ay transistors naton? Ano mo? So, this one is the transistor. So, din do makita natin sa suod itaton nga computer. Pero yun do ga-compose. So, if you can, I don't know if you tried to check or kung bukaron ba ninyo ro sang karadyo nga samad, may makita gid ka bukaron nga transistor. So, do yun man do ginagamit naton sa dati nga or sa second generation nga computer. So, which is tag transistors nga ra. So, the advancement is it's smaller. So, unlike sa vacuum tubes kay na, then it is also faster and more reliable. So, this one, in the illustration, this is Programa 101, which is the first desktop computer for the general public. So, daya do, pinakauna na dangagin build nga desktop computer. Then, for third generation, integrated circuit, or the IC, sure it aton nga integrated circuit IC. Not lang. Okay, so makaraya ng itsura it IC. So, si IC, dun man dumakita natin sa third generation it computer. So, haran imaw. So, the purpose ni IC, it's more reliable, faster, smaller, and the pinaka-important nga advancement na nahay, mas mura ima or cheaper. Just kung i-compare mo sa previous natin nga generation at computer. Okay. So, the Xerox Alto is the first personal computer with a mouse and keyboard. So, from third generation, katonday nag-start nga a computer has a mouse and keyboard, which is din yun do version natin it computer makara or desktop computer. So, daya hay si Xerox Alto. Okay. Then, for the fourth generation, which is the microprocessor. When we say microprocessor, harimaw. So, this one is an example of microprocessor. And, actually, microprocessor is diyan to ginagamit natin makara sa atin yung mga computer. So, it has different types, brands of microprocessor that exist. And, nakadepende imaw sa kung ano ro gusto ninyo sa inyong computer. So, mas mataas nga microprocessor, mas manami nga function, ag mas smooth ro function it ato nga computer. So, doon mo ka-important. Kumbaga, kana naka-base, do performance it ato nga device. Okay. Oh wait, it's not. Scroll. Okay. Then, advancements, it's personal computer revolution. So, the notable products in this fourth generation is Intel's 4004 microprocessor, and IBM PC, and Apple's Macintosh and iMac. So, those are the examples of microprocessors during the fourth generation. Then, the last generation is fifth generation, which is the yendo generation natin until makara. So, artificial intelligence mo. Oh, scroll. Wait lang. So, artificial intelligence, then advancement technologies like voice recognition and chat GPT. So, features in our devices has voice recognition or AI, ito mga AI nga na, para mas madali pagidro aton nga um, pag-operate mga test, do aton nga daily transactions, kaya may mga AI kita. There are many examples of artificial intelligence that exist today, like may mga image generator kita, may mga AI pagid kita nga which is din do gahelp katon para mas mapadali iro aton nga mga task. And the very obvious example is ChatGPT, which is, I know mostly of you have idea on what is the use of ChatGPT, but I will not be hypocrite about this one also, kasi mas kinakumanhay gagamit man ChatGPT, pero dapat you must be aware of the consequences if what will happen if you will be dependable or if you will be dependent sa dayang mga AI nga ra, just like ChatGPT. Kasi it can do a lot of tasks. It can make our activities, our job, work easier. But then, still, it is an AI. So, dapat may una kita gahapon nga halin kita imo katon. If you overuse AI and you depend on it too much, so pause anay, stop anay, hindi anay naton imo pagamitan, and reflect on it, on siguro you have or you have a lot of task nga, or may mga task ka man nga maskin ikaw pwede mo man obrahon with the help of AI. Kaya be responsible user gid itayang mga AI tools naton. Then when it comes to voice recognition, there are also devices that exist like Alexa, Siri, nga mas kung tamad dyan kita, for example, magpangit atong iwag, so pwede na to suguon si Alexa, like, Alexa, turn off the light. So, but then, may mga times nga, or there's tools or assistant, very expensive email. So, those lang siguro nga maka-afford ka rahay. Tag mga millionaire na or tag abong kwarta nga kaya nanda mag-invest sa daya nga mga device. Okay, so dayon do sa 5th generation naton. Then recap tayo. First generation, we have vacuum tubes. Then for the second generation, transistors. Then for third generation, the integrated circuit. Then fourth generation, microprocessor. Then last one is artificial intelligence. So when it comes to types of computers and their uses, so let's explore the different types of computers and what they're used for. So first is we will start with supercomputers. These are super powerful computers used for really tough tasks like weather forecasting and scientific research. So here in the illustration, it is an example of IBM Summit, which can perform millions of calculations very quickly. So, tag mga supercomputer nga ra class, they are mostly ginagamit it mga companies nga let's say NASA or mga pag-asa nga ron or tag mga company nga ga-conduct it research. Kasi they need super powerful computers or tag mga computers nga high-end yun imaw para makaobra it mga task nga they need quick results yagi. So, kung tanawin ninyo imaw, makada na wait lang. So, this one is a supercomputer. Haraman the example pagid. So, mostly, duduyan nga mga computer nga rin madasig sanda mag-respond. Or madyasan kanda ginabuo or ginastore tag mga data or information sang ka-company. So, supercomputers are also expensive. And another one pagin siguro nga company nga ga-invest sa mga data is just like Google company or else Meta company nga kailangan ng diet smooth nga transaction. Then also they need unlimited storage of information of their users. So imagine ninyo, Meta company has billion of users and singka nanda gina-store the information and it mga user nga to. So they invest for this one. Then for mainframe computers, these are big computers used by large organizations for important tasks like managing data and processing transactions. So, small version imaw is supercomputer naton, which is some companies like hospitals or bank gabakaw it daya nga mainframe computers para may anda nga storage it anda nga information it anda nga client. So, syempre, do mga bank, kailangan ng daet. Mas mabaho nga storage. It mga confidential information sila ang mga clients or customers. Kaya hanimaw. And, for processing also, it mga transactions. Then, for personal computer, which is, doon aton nga afford. So, when we say PC, hindi lang siya laptop. It can also be a desktop. So, we have two types of personal computer, which is, it can be a desktop and another one is laptop. So, when we say desktop, doon makita natin sa computer laboratory, sa mga offices, sa mga workstation. So, then So, example, it desktop computer. Tag may system unit, may monitor, may keyboard ug mouse nga separated get. So, when say desktop computer, hindi mo pwede mabitbit kasi kung same may magimbutang so kada lang gid mouse steady. So, usually sa mga kaya nga gitawag yung mga desktop. Okay, then another version which is tag handy. Pwede nato na bit-bit, which is do laptop. Okay. So, baga tag components ni desktop computer is gan compress naton imaw into one nga maugan. Tag maugan, agtag pwede mabit-bit. Okay. So, usually do gamit matakarahay if you have reporting sa school or else you present your project or output, so you must have a laptop. So, do mga types of computers naton, may kanya-kanya yung doon nga uses. So, if you want to computer nga handy mo, ag pwede nyo mabit-bit, so you must invest in a laptop. Pero kung gusto nyo malang nga sabagay malang imaw, so you must buy a desktop computer. So, depende sa inyong needs. So, usually, we use it for everyday tasks like browsing in the internet, writing documents, or playing games. So, example karaklasay Dell XPS, Dea, which is a good example of a versatile PC. Then, the last one is mobile device, which is, it's obvious nga din atin yung mga mobile phones makara or cell phones. So, it can be a tablet or smartphone, which is an example of portable computer. Nga pwede natin imamadala. So, here we have example of Apple iPhone and iPad. So, these are examples that let you do many tasks on the go. For embedded systems, there are also computers built into other devices to perform specific jobs. For example, pag inaba natin nga embed, ibig sabihin, may exist nga machine, gimbutang natin dato. Okay, so the control system in a washing machine or a car's navigation system. So, these are examples of embedded systems. Okay. So, here in our active learning task, I have prepared an activity 1, which is about tech evolution and infographic timeline. So, our objective here, you have to craft a captivating infographic that will illustrate the evolution of computers. So, from early mechanical machines to today's advanced devices. So, from our discussion, you will decide or you have to make an infographic out of that based on the evolution of computers nga discuss natin kay na. Okay. So, for the instructions, you have to investigate and identify at least 5 major developments in the history of computers. But, kung gusto ninyo dugangan, pwede mata-imaw. At a minimum of 5 imaw. Including mechanical machines, early electronic computers, personal computers, and modern devices. Then, for the tool, gagamitan ninyo for design, you can use Canva or else pwede man ka mag-Google Slides para sa design inyong infographic. So, kung sa Canva, they offer templates manyagi. You can insert elements which will help you create a visually engaging timeline. For the creation of your infographic, it must have a title, and the title must include a clear, eye-catching title for your timeline. For the timeline structure, dapat i-arrange yung imaw chronologically, which is pasunod. You can use or add icons based sa inyong timeline nga ginobra, and then you can insert images also or illustrations to represent each development. For the description, add concise descriptions for each milestone, highlighting its significance in the evolution of computers. Then for the elements, you have to use contrasting colors. So, you must practice nga if darker background, so dapat light do aton nga elements para mag-pop imaw. Okay. So, you must also insert fonts, but minimum of 3 fonts lang kata siguro, as well as sa colors, 3 colors lang man, para bukod ni madya Christmas tree tan-awon do inyo nga infographic. Okay, so it will make your timeline easy to read and visually appealing. So, i-consider man naton nga dapat mabasa imaw. Bukod lang punon yung mount design nga hindi on naton mabasa ro inyo nga infographic. So, in the submission, you will not follow this one. You have to submit your work next week. And it must be in hard copy. So, naka-hard copy imaw. So, after ninyo obrahan the infographic, ipaprint nyo dahil imaw. And submit it next meeting. So, it will be next week. Then, for the rubrics, we have criteria, which is content accuracy, 30% imaw, visual appeal, 30%, clarity and organization, 20%, and the creativity, which is 20%. So, total score, we have 100%. So, hopefully, all instructions is clear and may natunan ka mo sa aton nga discussion makara or lesson. And thank you for your attention and see you next week. Bye bye.